family of a young man from Orange County is struggling with their grief and at the same time trying to find out how and why he was killed while on vacation in Colombia. His sister talked to our David Gonzalez, who is live in Orange with the story. David.
Giovanna, there's still a lot of unanswered questions as to what exactly led to Paul Nguyen's death while traveling in Colombia. His family right now says that they suspect foul play and they're determined to bring him home.
He was an amazing older brother. He was just someone that I could always look up to. He was always the first person I would call if I needed something.
Amy Nguyen can't help but be proud of her older brother, Paul. She says the 27-year-old Cal State Fullerton graduate worked as a contractor and loved to travel.
Every time he was back home, he would always share the most fun stories of his trip. He would bring back souvenirs. He would just tell us all the fun things he found, and I was just so happy he was traveling.
Amy says last week, Paul was traveling abroad for the first time, visiting Medellin, Colombia, with a friend. She says Paul allegedly met a girl on Tinder, a social media dating app, and went on a date on Wednesday. She says her brother was last seen leaving a bar with that girl Thursday around 2 a.m. Amy says Paul's body was found later that morning.
They took all of his stuff and his belongings. We know all his cards was swiped after 4 a.m. We believe there was multiple people involved, and she was just there to lure him and set him up.
Amy says Colombian authorities suspect her brother was drugged and robbed. She says no arrests have been made in Paul's death.
It just felt so surreal when we found out. It was just very overwhelming trying to figure everything out. And it's hard that we can't see him back home. And we're working really hard to bring him back.
Your heart just breaks for Amy and her family as they work to bring Paul home. But as I mentioned, right now they're just focused on exactly that. And they've set up a GoFundMe page to help bring him home, but also to help with funeral expenses. We've set up that link inside the story on our website at abc7.com.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.
Damn. He must have been a passport bro. And, you know, this is with all due respect, you know, this man lost his life traveling. You know, we know how the media gonna spike it up and how his family gonna interject and give their 2 cents and spike it up, you know, and make it look like this is what he do. He travels around the world. This is part of a work, you know, part of his work or fun or hobby, something he like to do. However, we know you got the snippets, you got the pundits and things of that nature. This to make a person that's deceased look more holier than whatever, you know. But at the same time, if you're from the hood, you're from the ghetto, you're from the streets, you know what's up. We know that it don't matter where you go, there's a ghetto everywhere you may land. What's good with this KC, the Red Pill Alpha? You already know what time it is. Wrist, elbows, knees, feet, shin, and everything to the back of her neck, holding her down, locking her down, submerging her down at the game. I want to say go Chiefs. We just won today, you know, on this good Sunday. So let's get back to it, though. Shout out to the Chiefs. We just did our thing over the Los Angeles Chargers, formerly known as the San Diego Chargers, which I know what it is. Y'all know how to go get at me in the description on my about section. The Gmail, the number, the Patreon, everything's there. And all my videos for education purposes only, fair use only. If you're new to the videos, if you're new to the channel, if someone shared it with you, if you just stumbled across it, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted on all my videos when they come out. You dig? Let's get to it. If you from the hood, you from the ghetto. And you ain't gotta be from the hood and ghetto. It's just common sense, man. You guys see it in documentaries, DVDs, world stars. You may seen it in person. You may read about it. You may heard about it. You may know someone that been through it. But when you tricking, what they say, you met her off Tinder. Okay, like I said, you're going to get the little snippets and the little pundits. You're not going to get the whole story. You know he's a part of the Passport Bros. And I ain't going to say he know all the rest of the Passport Bros is on YouTube or whatnot, but he's a part of that Passport community. Traveling to find love, traveling to find cheaper sex if he's tricking and paying. Traveling with his wallet on him, credit cards, bank account, bank card, debit card, everything of that nature. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, whatever type of cards and all that he got. Basically traveling with his whole life savings. And you get snipped out, you get robbed, you get killed for everything you got. Because you thinking with your dick. Not knowing that if you was the man to fuck up and drop your weak ass fucking non-confident ass behavior, you could get on women around you. They next door, they up the street, they down the street, they across the street, they all around this motherfucker. They everywhere. You ain't got to travel, man. You ain't got to go outside of your comfort zone to get into some places you don't know about. What you think because you going to the Medellin, they say Medellin, Colombia, that was Pablo Escobar ran his, his little deal through and he was caught up at and everything. I mean, come on now. There's hoes over there. There's hoes in America. Hoes are hoes. Scams are scams. Robberies are robberies. Jacks are jacks. P's are P's. Setups are setups. Everything is what it is. Across the fucking globe. What you thought you was going to go over there and pay $30, $25 and shit for a whole week of fucking? And think they ain't going to lick you for everything you got? Now your family got to set up a GoFundMe just to cover your funeral costs, just to cover your autopsy, just to cover your arrangement of getting you back home. Come on, man. Is this how we living, fellas? Have we got this far to where we're like, fuck it? Since I'm in this social media age, I think love is wherever. I can find happiness wherever. I can find commitment. I can find submissiveness, cooperation, a woman that's going to comply wherever I go. That ain't how that go, man. Some of these places are unwanted territories, man. It's set up for what it is. And you fall off into that shit, fall in love, fall into the pussy with one of these women. He ain't no tell. He probably been traveling back and forth to see this one particular woman. Sending, giving her money, taking care of her and the kids, looking out for, got a little place over there, got his place over here in the States just as well. And not even knowing she got a fucking pee over there. Or she got somebody behind her that's running your ass. Now they got what they got out of you. It's time to execute you. And that's how it go. You gonna put up a fight, so you know how it go. Blam. You out of this motherfucker. You checking into the afterlife. Your whole life savings, everything you work for, everything you got, credit cards, everything you got on your phone and your bank account, all that shit is gone. Because you trusted this bitch. She got the passcode, everything, and all that shit. That can happen, fellas. But they say met her off Tinder over there. We know the police department is going, especially in these different countries. We don't know how they really operate. We just know they're going to do a little investigation. He's from America. They say Orange County, so he's from here, United States. So they really don't give two fucks. They do their little investigation. Okay, he met her off Tinder. That's what it is. They don't know how long ago he met her. He could have met her a year or two ago. Who knows? He could have just met her. We know his life isn't here. We know he's out of here. We know he's dead. Behind following his goddamn dick. Following his heart to take him somewhere to get him fucking executed and took him up out of this motherfucker. Now he left his family in sorrow and grief. Scrambling. Trying to get money together to bring him back. Setting up GoFundMe pages and shit. An embarrassment. Disrespectful, man. All because what? You was too fucking weak to get on women in your fucking own hometown, in your own backyard. And then they in the comment section get mad at me, man, you don't know what you're talking about. You ain't got a passport. You must ain't been over. I don't, motherfucker, I ain't got to go overseas and know the game. Scandalous bitches and scandalous bitches everywhere. They get you over here if you don't know what you're doing. You see it at the truck stop spots and shit like that. I seen it in the hoods. We was younger. When I was younger, we got behind little holes and shit, and they'd got dudes and shit. And we was behind that shit. We licking his ass, laying him down, taking shit from him. I know how it go. Oh no, Casey, this 2022. No one robs anymore. That's back when you was younger, KC. Not today. They don't lick you. They don't set you up no more. It ain't like that no more now. Motherfuckers even worse. Why? It's because the streets ain't the streets no more. Motherfuckers don't know how to get to the money. They know how to scam. It's a lot of cutthroat scamming. What they call that shit? What's them stimulus scams and all. It's a lot of bullshit out here nowadays. Backpaging, fake OnlyFans. It's a whole lot of shit out here nowadays. It ain't like it used to be. The money ain't, you know what I'm saying, to where the loyalty, to where, you know, the loyalty was intact back in the 90s, 80s and somewhat, you know what I'm saying? Early 2000s and shit. And that's what kept the money intact. Now there's no loyalty. Everyone's for themselves. You know, you can tell that shit. You can tell everyone's for themselves. You get shot in the motherfucking head nowadays, and we don't advocate violence on this channel, but you get what I'm saying. You get killed nowadays, instead of them calling the police, they take out their phone. Self-purposes, man. Just to get likes and views and share that shit and all that shit, just to get clout off you, dead. They ain't gonna help you none of that shit. That's the world we living in today. It's a cruel, evil ass shit that's going on. I'm just keeping it real. So what you think, you ain't gonna get set up in jack? You going overseas, going to the backyard of another motherfucker, you don't even know what's going on, just to what, find love, find happiness? And these passport pros, yeah, get the fuck out of here. I know what goes on, man. Miss me with that shit. And yes, there are men that go over there and actually fuck with women and the women be about them. That's fucking, it's like a needle in a haystack, man. I'm keeping it real. Motherfuckers over there need to eat. They try to get it by any means necessary. And how they gonna get it? Off you simps and suckers. It's in your face. You see it on the news. It's right here. I'm like the journalists on. I'm reporting this shit, man. It's like, I didn't make this shit up. This is what's going on. Oh man, oh man, ain't no telling what he was going through, KC, man. You know, that ain't me. That won't happen to me. You know, that ain't. Yeah, it's easy for you to say that now. Why? It's because you're living. You can still say it, that won't happen to you. You're talking. It's real easy for you to say that. You're living. Bet you he thought the same thing. Bet you won't say it won't happen to him now. Why? Because it's crickets. He's dead. He's finito. He's deceased. He's out of here. Eradicated. Eliminated. Just like you will be. Keep on following your dick, homie, instead of following your fucking masculinity, and see where it take you. That's real talk. And, you know, the passport bros are mad at me. They gonna try to come in. You know, they pissed off. But you know what? I'm here to save you brothers' lives. If you don't want me to speak on it, then unsubscribe, turn the channel, and go some motherfucking where else. I'm gonna speak on what I see, especially when it comes to my people, especially when it comes to men in general. The young men out here. Don't follow this shit. See how easy that is? This is a learning lesson right here. It's just you can wake up from this, man. You need to wake up. Or get put to sleep permanently. That's real talk. Following your goddamn dick. Being too damn weak to pull up on women over here. Oh man, they disrespect men over here, man. They act stuck up. They act like they don't, man, what the fuck you mean, dog? Yeah, they gonna act stuck up to a motherfucker who's scared to holler at them. They gonna act stuck up with you. I mean, if you scared to pull up on them, yeah, I would act stuck up if I was a motherfucking woman, dog. I mean, what the fuck? I don't want to talk to this weak ass dude. How the fuck he gonna have my back? How the fuck I'm gonna rely on his confidence and his masculinity, and how the fuck I'm gonna be in my femininity when he's just sitting over there looking at me, staring at me, he's scared to holler. He's looking at his phone, acting like he ain't looking at me. And then when he get around to holler and he's coming with this pickup line and shit. Hey, you know, the Gatorade I'm drinking is blue. And so are your eyes too. Goofy ass shit. What the fuck? Yeah, of course. So it's going to have you traveling, tricking, and doing all that other shit, man. But you got to get you together, love you, learn you, and care about you, and you won't go through this shit. And this just love from KC to the Passport Bros, man. I ain't trying to diss you fellas, man, but damn, man. This is how y'all going out? Like these videos, share them, and subscribe, man. Holla.